Welcome back guys to the Club World Cup Fantasy final episode where I'm going to make the best team selection for the Matchday 7. But before I do that, I want to thank you for your supporting during Club World Cup, and of course you can continue help me with the subscription of the channel or like the video because it's important for me while it represents single click for you, and of course you can help me to reach the milestone which is on the screen right now. Okay, let's talk about the finalists. Chelsea is going to face PSG. Both teams deserve to be in the final, but if we see the way how they reach the final, of course PSG were more impressive because they beat Real Madrid 4-0, they beat Atletico de Madrid 4-0, they beat Bayern, and of course PSG we are of course more impressive than Chelsea. But it's a final, it's 50 against 50, everything can happen because it's a single match, it's a final. But of course on the paper PSG and Paris Club are the favorites, and they are going to try to win another title, a fifth title this year, while Chelsea is going to try to win another title after Conference League. So after Conference League, the Club World Cup title will be a very huge upgrade for the London club. Okay, I want to tell you the main rules which is important before the final and before team selection. You can pick 8 players from single team, and that's okay, because maybe I'm thinking that if someone has the wild card and he's going to use during this match day, of course they will make they will choose many PSG players, and that's of course natural. But while I'm making team selection, of course you can use it as the wild card because my team selection will be depending on players which are going to play, of course, from the starting lineup. The second rule is that you can have only 11 players which will count the points, and of course you don't have to buy many expensive players for your bench. Okay, right now let's I will start with the goalkeepers. My goalkeepers for the final will be Donnarumma from PSG and the Pounders from Chelsea. Donnarumma is going to play, of course, and he's going to perform. Clean sheet against Atletico de Madrid, clean sheet against Bayern, and clean sheet against Real Madrid. Of course, Donnarumma was wonderful in this campaign, and of course in UCL he was the best goalkeeper for me. And the next Panders from Chelsea is just a decoration for my team because his price is 4 million and he's from Chelsea, so I will not cost the transfer from PSG, and of course I will not cost much money for the second goalkeeper, which is not going to be useful for my team and of course for your team. So my defensive line will be like this. My defensive line will start with Hakimi, and that's not surprise because he's the best defender right now, I think. And if we see efficiency, and fantasy needs that efficiency, the goals and assists from the defender, many clean sheets against teams like Real Madrid, against Atletico de Madrid, against Bayern, and many of them against maybe Inter Miami. That's not surprise, of course, but Hakimi is one of the best defender, if not the best right now, and he is good at scoring goals or making an assist, and he's very active in attacking phase. So right now picking Hakimi is the gift for every team. Next one is Nuno Mendes, and of course the next is Marquinhos from PSG. The 3 players from PSG defensive side. I mean, if I had that opportunity, I would pick Pacho instead of Marquinhos, but you know Pacho has a red card and he is not going to play in the final, so he's going to miss. That means Marquinhos will be my third defender from PSG, and of course all the credits on PSG players. Nuno Mendes is of course very active in attack and he is very good at ball recoveries, while Marquinhos is of course very good at ball recoveries, and I have huge hope that PSG is not going to concede a goal. Well, I'm going to pick another defender from Chelsea, and that one will be between Cucurella and Colwill, and I think it will be Cucurella of course, because this player is not taking many yellow cards, and while Colwill loves to take yellow cards, and while Cucurella maybe has more opportunity to make an assist or score a goal, and he's going to have much ball recoveries because I think Desire Doué from the right flank will be so active. So my midfield line is going to be like this. My midfield line is going to be built by 4 PSG and 1 Chelsea players, and of course because PSG has not any active forward right now, and if Gonzalo Ramos is going to play, it will be from the bench. I'm thinking that I will pick 4 players from PSG midfield, and of course that's an incredible thing for me. Kvaratskhelia from PSG, of course, Vitinha, Dembele, and Fabian Ruiz, who had great match against Real Madrid, double against Spanish club. And what about Ousmane Dembele, who was active, and first 2 goals is of course Ousmane make it, and Dembele is great player, of course. He's going to win the Ballon d'Or probably, but my preference for the Ballon d'Or is Vitinha, which I'm going to pick because Vitinha had many good matches during this year, and he has a good opportunity to be MVP of the final. Why not? Because Vitinha is crucial player in the midfield line, and of course he loves to make an assist, and sometimes he's going to take set pieces, and that's important thing because it increases the opportunity to make an assist or probably score a goal from the set piece. So he loves, of course, to score goals from outside the box, and Vitinha is crucial player under 6.1 million. He's great one to pick. While Kvaratskhelia is very good, and he was trying to score a goal against Real Madrid, but he did not. But I think in the final, just like he did against Inter, he will be important for PSG. And how much he loves to help the defense and make ball recoveries, how much he loves to make dribbles, and that's going to be crucial for our fantasy team and for the final. While from Chelsea, I'm going to have the single midfielder, and that's Cole Palmer, because I think if someone is going to make an impact from Chelsea, it's going to be Cole Palmer, just like he did against Betis in the Conference League final. But it will be of course very difficult because he's going to face Neves and Vitinha, and that double up from midfielders are going to be crazy. And the last one, and I talked about him, it's Fabian Ruiz from PSG, because he is active and he loves to score goals, of course, just like he did double against Real Madrid. But instead of him, you can pick another player from Chelsea, just like Pedro Neto or João Neves from PSG, and bench or just sell Fabian Ruiz. And my forward line will be like this. My forward line is going to build by 3 Chelsea players, because I just explained that PSG is not going to play with the forward, and if Gonzalo Ramos is going to play, it will be from the bench. So nobody knows he is going to score or not, and nobody knows if he's going to play, because we don't know this scenario. Just we predict maybe he's going to play 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes, but it's not enough for our fantasy. So I'm going to make 3 Chelsea forwards right now, and João Pedro, of course, will be the starter between them. And my formation is going to be 4-5-1, and of course I'm going to pick Donnarumma in goalie, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, and Cucurella in defense. In the midfield, I'm going to pick 5 players: Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha, Dembele, Palmer, and Ruiz. And as a forward, I'm going to have João Pedro. So that, I think, is the one of the best team for the final. So if you have the wild card and you are going to use it properly, of course, for sure, you can copy that team, or maybe you have 6 free transfers, so you can take that preferences from me and use for your team. So right now that's all. The one question mark about captaincy, there are too many, and but I think I will make Dembele as the captain for the final. And of course, guys, thank you for your support during Club World Cup, and of course I'm going to make another content like this. I mean, Premier League, I just did UCL Fantasy, and of course subscribe the channel, because not in the case not to miss those kind of contents. So guys, thank you so much, and wish you all the best. Wish both teams the best luck, and of course let's talk about fantasy in a comment section, and tell me who is going to win the final and Club World Cup in your opinion. So thank you guys, goodbye, and see you later.